Well, greetings, everyone. I know I was on yesterday, and I felt like definitely coming back today because yesterday I talked about golden, golden. Let me see, yeah, the golden bowl and the civil cord. And the reason I talked about both of those things yesterday was based upon them being part of the ritualistic activities or seeing within the Masonic body. And for those of you who are not Masons, you may not necessarily get the true essence and meaning that I was trying to bring forth in regards to that. So today, as we journey into this, into Freemason, today we're talking about how do Masons make a good man better, or how do they do this thing? You know, let's say it takes one to know one. How do Masons make good men better men? I don't necessarily apply to that. I don't. In this jurisdiction, we like to say, how do Masons make good men Masons? How do we do that? Instead of trying to say, how do we make uh, Masons pop up chat? Boom. How do we make Masons good men? That's how we subscribe to things. So today, as we go into Freemasons, I'd like for you to please go ahead and wish greetings, and I'd like to wish peace upon you and your family. Definitely, this conversation needs to be had because a lot of times we don't know how to break it down to people on how do Masons do those things they say they do, especially for that one. You know, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about the OES too, because the OES has a saying also, and we're gonna get into that. What are those requirements in becoming an OES, and how do that play a part in that journey for the sisterhood and understanding Freemasonry? How do Masons make a good man a better man? But like I told you before, it's not about making a good man a better man. It's about making that good man a Mason. So as you join us, please hit the chat. Please hit the like button. I certainly would appreciate it. And if you want to call in tonight, that number, once again, if you want to call in, is going to be 619-985-1184. So please do call in tonight. We certainly would appreciate it. Looking forward to hearing from you. Greeting, Brother Larry Diamond. How are you doing? Definitely sending a big shout out to your jurisdiction and those jurisdictions that are coming on. Before I get started, I'm going to say this. If you are a part of the ancient, free, and accepted Mason, predominantly African American Grand Lodges in any state, here's what I want you to do for me. I need for you to go to the Phylaxis Society page. Take a look at the page and look at all of the Masonic lodges that they have listed on that page. When you do that, after you've done that, please reach out to me. To all of the Black, ancient, free, and accepted Masons, predominantly African American Grand Lodges, we have multiple Grand Lodges in various states. Here's what I would like for you to do for me. Go to the Phylaxis Society page. Phylaxis Society page. And on this page, they have what they call bogus Masons. Take a look at all of the Grand Lodges that they have listed. When you do that, please, after that is done, reach back out to me. And it's very important that you do so. I'm asking you once again to please reach back out to me after you go visit that site. It's very, very, very important. The best way to reach me, I'm going to put this in the group right now. The best way to reach me is at you can reach me at jgjafam@yahoo.com. Please reach out to me once you have gone to the Phylaxis Society page and checked it out. And I need for you to look at every Grand Lodge that they have listed that they consider to be bogus on that page. When you do that, please reach back out to me. It is very, very important that you do that. And if you want to know the reason why, when you reach back out to me, I can tell you why. This is going to be something exciting. I think that you're going to really like it. So if you don't mind, and you go and find your Grand Lodge listed on the Phylaxis Society page, please reach back to me. I'm telling you now that it is very important that you do that, because something big is coming. And I need for you to go take a look at that page. I can only go as far as that is concerned. I've reached out to some Grand Lodges already. They have already contacted me in regards to that. And we're going to go from there. So greetings, everybody who's coming on. Hey, Brother Charles, how you doing? Phoenix, how you doing? Welcome aboard, everybody. I know I'm a little early today. Well, today we're going to talk about how do Masons make good man Masons? How do they do that? And why do they say Masons take good men and make them better men? Something is not right with that saying. Someone is lying. I'm just giving it to you. Somebody is not telling the truth here. And so we're going to break that down. We also, once again, we're going to talk about the Sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star and how they even play a part in this. So welcome everybody as you come on. I'll be making that same announcement a little bit later. I love your videos. Mountain Washington 614 KMCO. I was trying to order some books from you. Is it okay if you can send me your email address? I've just posted my email address. You can reach me at jgjafam at yahoo.com. I didn't do that quite right, but that is yahoo.com. I'm going to put it back in there because I left off the .com. I got OM there. So it's John G. Jones, AFAM at yahoo.com. That's if you want to reach me. There you go. Right there. That's it right there. So if you want to reach me, there you go. Greetings to all once again for coming on, and peace unto you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how do Masons make a good man a better man? Can they actually do that? Can Freemasonry as we know it today make a good man a better man? That's the question. Now, from my point of view only, we can't do it. We can't make a good man a better man. We can't. We don't. And I dare to have that conversation with anyone who's a Mason. I would love to have that conversation with you. We do not make good man better man. We don't do it because of the criteria that is. I don't want to give my answer right now based upon the question that I'm asking. I would like for those of you in the chat just to put down something and why you think that we do and why we think we don't. I want this to be a two-way conversation, not a one-way conversation. So please, you're welcome to call in tonight. The number that I put to call in is an incorrect number. I'm going to take this down. The number you can use to call in is going to be 619-286-0642. You can reach us here tonight while we're on live at this number here. Certainly would appreciate it. What's up, Bishop? How you doing? Greetings to all, and I appreciate that. So we're going to talk about that. Also, I've been asked, why do I call myself Tony Muhammad? Why do I do that? I'm going to answer that question tonight. Some of you may already know. And for those of you who don't, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to absolutely tell you why. And I'm really considering actually taking that name, period. And we'll go from there later, but definitely. So please reach out to me tonight. For those of you who are predominantly African-American Grand Lodges, once again, for the third time, go to the Phylaxis Society page that claims that all of the Grand Lodges are listed are bogus Grand Lodges. After you've gone to that page, take a look at every Grand Lodge that they have on there. After you've done that, please email me. Okay, email me. I'm going to email you back and let you know what is beginning to take place if you want to partake or not. It's very important that you do that. I certainly would appreciate it. If you take your time, just go to that page, take a look, hit me back. So we're going to get right into this right now in regards to how do Freemason take a good man and make him a better man? Is that true or not? And I'm telling you right now that yes, absolutely. But it's not one word, it's actually two words. And it's with an IS on it too. PHY, PHY, I think it's SI or, yeah, I think it's SI, Phylaxis Society. Definitely. As a matter of fact, I'll make sure I get that over to you. Hold on just a second. I'll just look it up from here and we can make sure we all have it. But yes, Bishop, that is correct. Phylaxis Society. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, Bishop. But it's two words, not just that one word. So as we get into what I was beginning to talk about this evening, welcome everybody aboard. I hope that this conversation finds you and yours doing well. Brother Morpheus, thank you. Brother Morpheus, do me a favor. I would like for you to call in tonight, Brother Morpheus, 619-286-0642. The reason I'm asking you to call in is because I want you to give your own personal experience about what took place last weekend. And I say that because I've been getting a lot of feedback on it, and to actually hear not only myself exclaim, not explain, but exclaim what took place. I think an individual who was there and actually participated also can do the same. So, Brother Morpheus, if you can, definitely hit me up right now, if you don't mind, at 619-286-0642 before I go into the topic tonight, so individuals can hear in regards to what actually took place and give your own personal thoughts. Being a member from another jurisdiction who came out to visit, I certainly would appreciate it if you don't mind, sir. Thank you very much. Again, that number is 619-286-0642. Greetings.
What's going on with you?
Not much, Brother Morpheus. I've been getting a lot of feedback in regards to what took place last weekend. And I know I've talked a lot about it, but before I get into tonight's topic, I wanted someone who was actually there, who's seen it for themselves in the process for which the brothers went through, and give their own personal opinion about it.
Oh, man, it was just, it was amazing, on so many different levels, man. Just being there and being part of it, it got me looking at masonry totally different. Like, it was amazing, man. Like, I'm looking forward to next year.
I mean, were we able to take you into what was actually taking place as far as the reenactment of what took place in the ritual?
Totally. It felt like it was really happening.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt like it was really happening, man. Like, it was definitely interesting. And like I said, it sparked, man. I'm looking forward to next year, man. Just inviting some brothers from our lives coming down there, man. It's like an anniversary that you look forward to.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. And like I said, I just wanted to get someone else's feedback because I was talking about it. I was excited and hyped about it. And people said, well, that's you. But when you bring someone else on and have them to exclaim how excited they were and what they felt and how they went through, the whole procedure, it's a little different. It's a little different. So that's what I wanted to definitely hear from you in regards to what took place.
Yeah, I hate that it was over, man. Like, I want it to last for a few days.
We you know what, we're considering that. We're actually considering going from a Thursday to a to Sunday,
Okay.
because we
Okay.
did the school of instructions, and a lot of brothers liked the school of instructions because we went through all the signs and we talked about each house, so it was a little different for them.
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know
yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that as well.
so what we try to do is to offer them that opportunity to actually see how the steps go. Why do you do certain things? The living arc, the whole, we try to introduce all we can in that short period of time to brothers. But I believe, as you just said, if we extended it, more brothers may say, hey, that may be the thing to do, because we only did a Friday and Saturday, and some people showed up on Thursday. So I figure if we did a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, it's a lot better.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
So
Yeah, but I enjoyed it, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
yeah, give your lodge a shout out, man, while I got you on here.
Yeah, I'm from King Cyrus Lodge #2, Atlanta, Georgia, holding it down.
All right, that's what I'm talking about right there. We'll be there next month. We'll be in Atlanta next month for a few days. I'm looking forward to the fellowship again.
Okay, definitely.
All right, I appreciate it, and thank you so much for all you do.
All right, thank you. Peace.
Okay, later. That was Brother Morpheus from King Cyrus Lodge #2 out of ATL. Definitely will be there visiting them on next month and just fellowshipping with some brothers. But I needed to have him to come on and actually give his report in regards to what took place and how he felt. So with that being said, we're going to go right into what tonight's show is all about. And in the episode that we're going to be talking about is do Masons make good men better men? And I'm telling you, we don't. We don't make good men better men. If anybody disagrees with me, you can put in the chat room why you don't. If you agree with me, you can put in there why you do. But I'm telling you right now, we do not make good men better men. We don't. Based upon the requirements to become a Mason, we can't do it. We can be the example, but we do not make good men better men. And I know this is going to rub a lot of Freemasons the wrong way. They're going to look and they're going to say, what do you mean we don't do that? We don't. Now, I don't speak for I can't speak for all Masons. I'm not going to do that. I can't speak for all Masons. I'm basing my answer on the mere fact that I am a Mason, and the jurisdiction for which I'm a part of, and the works that we do in this jurisdiction, and the works that I've known other jurisdictions to do, and what I've seen other jurisdictions do. We do not make good men better men. We don't. We absolutely don't do it at all. You can say what you want to say, but that is a fact. I have Grandmaster Larry Diamond in the chat tonight. He's an administrator, and he can even contribute tonight if he wants to. I would certainly like to hear from him and his thoughts in regards to what I just said, because some people may differ. Some people may say, oh no, how can you sit there and say that? It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. And let me see. North Side View said, I can see that. He can see that. And let me tell you why we don't make good men better men. When you are interested in becoming a Freemason, you're supposed to already be on a road or a path in life. You're already on a path in life. And if you're already on a path in life, you're either there's a couple of paths you're going to be on. One is going to be for higher knowledge. One is going to be that of a street life. Let's just be honest. And one is going to be that of a man who's settled down, one who has a family, one who knows what he wants out of life. So out of those three characters of a man, you're going to be on one of those roads. And one of those roads are not going to bring you to masonry. Now, I'm not saying that those don't slip through the West Gate. I'm just saying that that's not the road that we want a person to be on when he becomes a Mason. When a person becomes a Mason, we don't want to go and say, well, you know, are you still gang banging? Are you still throwing it up? Are you still hanging out in the clubs at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? I mean, it's okay to do your thing, but if you're doing that constantly and over again, the reputation that you have is the reputation I don't want to have. I don't want that reputation, not in my jurisdiction and not in my lodge. And I know that some jurisdictions have their rules and regulations that kind of supposed to guide the member, which is great. But if you are part of I'm trying to think of the name of it. If you are a part of the committee that goes, the interviewing committee that goes out and actually talk to the member or the person who's looking to become a member of Freemasonry, if you are a part of that committee, then it's going to be up to you to protect the West Gate. It is totally up to you. Other than that, those who cause or who look to cause Freemasonry harm can slip through the gate. And they then themselves can be like one of the ruffians. Think about that. You who are on the committee, who go out and do the interview for new members to come in, you are the protector of the West Gate. And if you don't protect the West Gate, those who seek membership, for whatever reason they seek membership, can cause the organization harm. They can, because if you know anything about the initiation in Freemasonry, I'm quite sure you've heard about the ruffians. See, the ruffians were in the temple working, and they got jealous because they felt, you know, at a certain time that, hey, you know what, we deserve certain things, but it wasn't their time. And because they felt that they deserved certain things at that particular time and they wanted it right then, they went on a killing spree, per se. That's what they did. And I'm here to tell you that we who are on these committees must protect the West Gate. I was on the committee or investigation, and there was a time where we said no, and we weren't going to let him in, let him be a candidate. Absolutely. Because that is your job as a person who's on that committee. Your job is to protect the West Gate. You do not want a person who's going to eventually become a ruffian to come in and cause chaos in your lodge. This is why we don't make good man better man. We don't. But I would tell you this, and I've said it before many times, that those who have come through the door of Freemasonry, they were already good men. You can look mostly at 80% of the individuals in leadership around the world, in your community, your next door neighbors. You can already say that that person was a good man based upon their activity, their lifestyle, what they did for their committee, how they moved in their community. You can already see that they was on that path. So why not? Such as I can't, his name escapes me right now. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, who's a Freemason. You know how his life was. You know his life story. They did a book about it. They did a movie about it. You know, he was not well liked. He was hated over in Africa. But once he got out of prison, once he was released, he became a Mason. This is a fact. He was a Mason. Under what jurisdiction? I don't know. But what I do know, because I've seen the pictures, he was truly that of a Mason. He was a Knights of Templar, as a matter of fact. Knights of Templar or Knights of Malta, if I'm not mistaken. Greetings, past Grandmaster. Brother Williams here from, I think that's KY Morrison Lodge. Number 76, just got my fellow craft last night. Welcome aboard. Look, and that brother William Smith, and that fellow craft degree, brother, everything you're going to need to know about masonry is in that degree. Trust and believe that. Everything. If you want me to give you more enlightenment on that, hit me up. I'll definitely share it with you. No Masons offer free criteria, snacks, and accessories. He was an honorary Mason. You think so? From what I've seen, from the pictures I've seen, he wasn't considered to be an honorary Mason. Do you know what jurisdiction he was from? Wisdom, Peace, 1991. No, MLK couldn't have been an honorary member because he was dead. You can't make a dead person an honorary member. MLK was not an honorary Mason at all. I had the opportunity to see pictures of Nelson Mandela in Masonic regalia going into a Masonic meeting. And I doubt if he was an honorary member based upon the fact that most honorary members don't go into Masonic meetings. Now, jurisdiction, it can vary jurisdiction to jurisdiction. That's why I asked, what jurisdiction was Nelson Mandela a part of? That I don't know, being in Africa. Okay, I would like for you to explain to me, how can you make a person who's dead an honorary member? I'll listen. As a matter of fact, just call in. I'm willing to listen and have a better understanding of what you're trying to explain to me. They went through the degree so fast. No, I'm talking about MLK. How can MLK be an honorary member? He passed away before that even happened. But I'm open. I'm open to listen to you explain to me, how is it that MLK is an honorary member? Now, as far as Nelson Mandela is concerned, I know him to be a Mason. Period. Whether he's an honorary Mason, I don't know. But from what I've seen personally, he's legit. Let me see, it happened. No, brother, you said it happens all the time, but I'm asking you to explain to me, how does it happen to someone who's dead? That's MLK. Because you said Wisdom, Peace, 1991, you stated that MLK was an honorary Mason. That's what you said in your post up here. Just like MLK. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And for you to tell me it happens all the time, I know it happens all the time, but there's a process. So to tell me it happens all the time and not give me the process, especially when you're talking about MLK, I just can't go for it. You can call in. You're welcome to do so. I'm willing to listen. I don't know everything. I'm willing to listen, and maybe you can enlighten me. Definitely welcome aboard. You got your fellow craft. Hey, congratulations. Alexander Lodge number 9 in the building. Welcome aboard. Appreciate you. Shadow Warrior. I heard that. I like that. Let me see. William Smith said, maybe due to MLK's father, grandfather, and the differences that he made to the United States. Or yeah. Okay, I get that. But he's dead. How do you make a dead man an honorary member in Freemasonry? How do you do that? That's my question to Wisdom, Peace, 1991. That's all I'm asking. And Brother Smith, you said maybe due to MLK father, grandfather, and the difference that they made. He's a dead man. He's gone. He's passed over. He's transcended. His energy may remain among us, his energy, but as far as physically, he's gone. It's a wrap. Once again, as Brother Larry Diamond has clearly stated, welcome everybody. So we're talking about how do Masons make a good man a better man. And we're also going to talk about the sisters on the other end of that. No, you can't do that, Brother Charles. You can't make a dead man an honorary. He can't receive it. He's gone. He's left. His energy remains, but that's about it. You know? That number again tonight is going to be 619-286-0642 if you want to call in and we can have that conversation. Once again, it's 619-286-0642. You're welcome to call in and we can have that conversation because I've never heard of such a thing of a dead man being made an honorary Mason. As far as Nelson Mandela is concerned, I doubt if he was made an honorary Mason. I believe that he more so went through the rites of passage to become a Mason based upon what I've seen. And I'll leave it at that. I'll go with that. As a matter of fact, you can look him up and see him in regalia. Certainly can. He was with a woman Mason. Yes, that's right. That's what I said. He was with a woman Mason. I said it. And you can look it up for yourself. So how can a dead soldier receive an award after his death? Well, that's easy. If a soldier has died and he's performed his duties in the military, meaning that he's already received his rights and privileges as one who's in the military. Of course, when he passes away, he can receive the Purple Heart based upon his activity in the military. That's it. That's the only way he's going to get it. He has to be in the military. She has to be in the military. That's the only way they would get the awards. Period. Greetings.
Greetings. This is Brother Smith from Kentucky.
Say that name again, and you got some reverb in the background.
Brother Smith from Kentucky.
Brother Smith, welcome aboard. Talk to me.
Well, like you were saying, how I can make NLP an honorary Mason, I just realized you can't make him an honorary Mason because in order to be an honorary Mason, you have to be a Mason to become an honorary Mason.
Repeat that again. You have to be what now?
You have to be a Mason to be an honorary Mason. So you would have to go through all 3 degrees, and you could be an honor, and then the lodge, the lodge of Masons could make you an honorary member of their lodge, and or if you go through the Scottish Rite, they can make you an honorary member of that. But like you were saying, you can't make a dead man an honorary Mason.
That part I agree with. It varies from jurisdiction to jurisdiction as far as making members or individuals honorary Masons. Some jurisdictions require that you come to their grand session. They will then take you through the previous degrees, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree. Then they will make you an honorary member based upon the fact that you've gone through the rites of passage. Some grand masters invite a dignitary or an individual to come along to one of their sessions, and on site amongst the brothers, he will declare that this person is a Mason based upon their bylaws, their constitution, the way they are governed. But you're absolutely right. You cannot make a dead man an honorary member of Freemasonry unless he has gone through the rights and privileges of being a Mason. Absolutely. So, Brother Smith, you just got your fellowcraft degree, right?
Yes, sir. I got it last night.
Well, congratulations to you. Man, that does my heart good to know that you've gone into the 2nd degree, and now I would tell you, being in that degree, everything you're going to need to know is in that degree. I can actually say that. I just can't go into the particulars until after the meeting if you want to have the conversation, but I can tell you that. That's for sure.
It was very, very knowledgeable and things of that nature. But like, I guess, I don't know,
Going through the what now? What was that last part?
I said I like the second and the third step of that degree. It was very nice.
Right, right, right. It is. It is. And I will tell you, as you continue on your journey in Freemasonry, brother, it's beautiful. And I'll tell you what else I'll do for you. When you become a master mason, hit me up and I'll send you a token.
Okay.
That's for me to you. That's for real.
Yes, sir. I have the privilege. My coach is the past Grand Master of Kentucky.
Whoa. Oh, you got expectations. You got expectations. You just can't. No, you got expectation. If your coach is the past Grand Master, you have expectations. Okay? He's the example of a Mason. The highest example of a Mason is to be a Grand Master. You now is under his wings. You can't go in half stepping. When you go for your proficiency, brother, you have to be on point. So don't let him down. You know, don't, huh?
He's coaching me through all three of my degrees. He said he's staying with me to the end.
Hey, that's what it's all about. When a brother tell you he gonna stay with you all the way to the end, then he believes in you. I would tell you this: give it your all. You know, don't say I done my best. No, give it your all. And when you give it your all, then it's a wrap. You can leave it all there after you've gone through your proficiency. Man, I think you'll be awesome. And those are the expectations of your Grand Master. He wants you to be that. He wants you to be that it factor. So I commend you on that. Anything else you want to add?
You're saying something about Nelson Mandela. Was he made an honorary Mason since he was a dignitary, or was he an actual Mason?
From what I know and what I've gathered, he was an actual Mason. He at his burial, he received the homegoing service of a Mason. That's from what I know. What I don't know is what jurisdiction he was in. Although I do know that he was living in Africa, and I want to say Cape Town, or I want to say Cape Town. That's where he was at. But I don't know the jurisdiction or Grand Lodge he was a part of.
Okay.
I'm going to have to do my own looking into it and go a little bit farther just to see. Maybe have to Google it. Maybe have to just look it up and just find out for myself.
Okay.
Yes, certainly.
In your advice, is there more great things to come?
Oh, man. Brother Smith, and I call you brother with all sincere. There's a lot of great things to come in Freemasonry. I would just ask that as you mature, as you grow into Freemasonry, treat every brother you see with respect and be cautious along the way and enjoy the craft. Brother, it is great. That's the truth. That is the truth. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Travel as a Mason. See various other jurisdictions when you get raised. And man, there's nothing like that experience at all. Much more to come.
Thank you for your advice, brother.
Hey, you're certainly welcome. Enjoy the journey.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Thanks. That was Brother Smith from Kentucky. Certainly appreciate him calling in. Thank you very much. I'm gonna see. Wisdom, Peace, 1991, said incorrect. I would like to have you to call in and tell me why it's incorrect. So how can a dead soldier receiving awards after his death has happened? He receives an award after his death because he's a soldier. He has signed his paperwork to serve the United States government. That's how he gets it. Now, MLK never signed any paperwork. He never was initiated, passed, or raised a Mason. So he couldn't receive the honorary works of a Mason. Simple as that. Now, if you don't believe me, well, look it up. Show. I tell you what, text me or call me tonight and tell me where I can find out that he was a real Mason. And what lodge was he a part of? It ain't complicated. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just be no. Just send me the information. I'm open to it. All right, since we are here, let's have the discussion. All right, let's have the discussion. Oh, certainly, we're having a discussion. Thank you for my passport. Oh man, you're certainly welcome for your passport. As a matter of fact, I have something new I'm gonna share with you. Hold on just a second. I'm back. Okay, so I have some new I want to share with you today, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. This is the passport wallet. When you open it up, boom, there you go. I kind of like this, you know. So if you're interested in one of these, hit me up. All right. If you're interested in one of these, hit me up. I get a kick out of it every time, you know. And I can also put my passport in here to carry. So great. If you're interested in having that, hit me up. Let me know. I'll get it over to you. All right. Now back to the subject at hand. How do Masons make a good man a better man? As I said earlier, we don't. In this jurisdiction, we don't practice on making you a better man. The criteria to become a Mason is based upon the fact that you are already a good man, based upon the fact that you are already on a path in your life to where you are headed in a direction that that is going to be successful to you. You know, if you are a family man, if you are a man who has his own business, if you are a person of the community, if you are a person who's working, who wants to have that brotherhood, then of course you can apply to be a Mason. But to clearly say that Masons make a good man a better man is a lie. We help good men to become Masons based upon the criteria, like I said before, that you're already a Mason. You can't flip that. You're already a good man. You're a leader in your community. You participate in things in your community. You into politics. You're already doing those things to help the next person. And if you already, even if you're a missionary person, you know, if you're in the church and you're a missionary, whatever you're doing to be successful in life and to help the next person progress in life, you're a good man. You're a good man. You're a family. You got a family. I'm not saying you don't have issues. I say you're a good man. Everybody has issues. Everybody. But you're a good man. So we're going to give you what we call working tools to bet for you as a good man to take and apply to your life as you go through the process in Freemasonry. These working tools help you to look at things differently than you would if you was not a Mason, although you are a good man. So in the process, you have in these working tools, the level, the plumb, and the square. What do you do with these to help shape and make yourself a better Mason? Not a better man, but a better Mason. Okay? Because now you're working on a temple not made by hand. And some people say, well, you become better, but you're already a good man. So we're helping that good man to become a Mason. And we give him the working tools to help shape and to mold him from a rough ashlar to a perfect ashlar by using those symbolism of operative Masons in a speculative way. That's what we do. And then once you have reached a certain level in Freemasonry, you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to have a moment to where you say, Eureka, I found it. And when you have that Yaha moment, it's going to be to a point to say, well, you know, I'm no longer a speculative Mason or an operative Mason. You know, I had that moment. I said, man, I know where masonry comes from. So if I know where something comes from, I'm no longer speculating. Speculate means to speculate, not sure, guessing. No, I'm no longer guessing anymore. I know where masonry comes from. So if I know all of this, then I'm good with it for myself. And that's to each individual journey. And that's the beauty about Freemasonry. It is your journey. It is until you have found that person who you are talking to worthy and well qualified to receive the rights and lights and privileges of that grip, of that token, of that word. I was just raised back in October, and you really helped me with my journey. And I also just became a Shriner as well. Man, Raymond Johnson, welcome aboard, brother. And I hope all is well for you. Assalamu alaikum. On your journey, I hope that you was able to. Apparently, you was able to stop by the Welling Wall and continue your journey and stop by a date tree and and did that thing at the date tree and stopped by the Devil Pass for a minute, talked with him for a minute, moved on from there, walked across them sands. It seemed like you did all right there, Johnson. Noble Johnson, Brother Johnson. It seemed like you did all right with yourself. Yes, we can, Brother Smith. If you want to call me after the chat, you're certainly welcome to do so. If a man is already a good man when joining the craft, and he learns from Freemasonry to do better than life, he would then become a good man made better. Nah, I can agree to disagree with you respectively. Because you said if he's already a good man, why would he need masonry if he's already a good man? Masonry really doesn't have anything to offer him if he's already a good man. We don't look to make good men better men. We look to make good men masons. That's all we can do. Because the person who's seeking to become a mason, if he's already a good man, he's doing the things and he's already made the criteria to be a mason. It's plain and simple. He's already a pillar in the community. He's already doing those things that really emphasizes what a mason should be. He's already doing it. This is why some brother says there are masons out there among us that we know nothing about. Because they're doing the works already. But like I said earlier, all the great ones come through the doors of Freemasonry or have come through the doors of Freemasonry, at least 80% of them. Because of what masonry, because of the philosophies and the symbolism and the esoteric side of Freemasonry, they come to the door of Freemasonry. And no, masonry is not for everyone. It is not. Everyone who knocks on the door of Freemasonry is not going to necessarily come through the West Gate. They're not. You should not be allowed to be a mason if you are not a good man first. Absolutely. This is why I go back to saying, we don't make good men better men. We make good men masons by giving them the working tools of Freemasonry. And what do they do with those working tools? That is the question you have to ask yourself. After one who is initiated, passed, and raised, what do they do with those working tools that we give them? The symbolism of Freemasonry, a speculative Freemasonry, for those who like to speculate. They go to build. What do they build? This is where they begin to build at. They build on a temple that is not made by hand to make them a perfect ashlar. Not a better ashlar, not a good ashlar, but a perfect ashlar with the working tools of Freemasonry. Goes back to what I was saying just a few minutes ago. This is why I can't say that we make good men better men. I can say we make good men masons. I can say that. It is not for some of us that's already masons. I hate to say that, but it's true. It is so true. Doing the work is not enough. Your obligation is what makes you a Mason. Okay, so you want to go there. If that be the case that you just said, wisdom, excuse me. If that be the case, doing the work is not enough. Your obligation makes you a Mason. How can MLK be an honorary Mason? I'll wait. How can he be? He didn't take the obligation of a Mason. So how can he be an honorary member? I'm just asking. And he's dead. So with that being said, we'll continue on. Now, for those of you who believe that Freemasons take and make a good man a better man, I'm willing to listen to you. I'm willing to learn a little extra. It's a title. Christ is a title too. I'm just saying. Christ is a title too. Because being an honorary does not mean you are truly a Mason. It's a title, brother. Like I said, Christ is a title too. And look, I can look at your point of view and agree with you. From your point of view, I can sit back and say, okay, I see your point of view. Based upon the fact that you're saying that it's a title, I can sit right here and say, okay, I can agree with you. By actually looking at it from your point of view, I can do that. But I have my own point of view, which says no. But can you do the same for me? Can you sit back and look and say, from your point of view, I can understand what you're saying? Can you do that? Where was you first prepared to be a Mason? Before you took yourself the oath and obligation of a Mason? Absolutely. Absolutely. Leon, you're absolutely right. And I tell everybody that first. I have a young brother who was raised last weekend, and I can say that he's not as sharp as a lot of individuals would be with the Q&A. He's not. And there's nothing wrong with not being as sharp as everybody else with the Q&A. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you talk about Freemasonry, that brother carries it in his heart. I don't care what you say. Greetings.
Illustrious pastor, man. This is Brother Harold J.C. Hicks of Things of Danica 19 of the Multi-Worship for the Grand Lodge. I just want to add on to what you're talking about Garnett Westgate. I want to share something with some of the brother that's congratulations again, Brother Smith, for becoming a fellow craftsman. Welcome to that middle chamber. And I'm gonna give you something here, prepare you for when you become a master mason, and also for other brothers that are already master masons. It enhances what you talk about Garnett Westgate. When you're in there, from my experience, three types of masons. You know what I'm saying? And, the best thing in life comes in threes, like friends, dreams, and memories. And the rules of the three is always leading the concept of threes in the power of the triangle. Being a management consultant, I specialize in information technology, and I encountered those phenomena. And many times I consider nothing to be coincidence. Consequently, though, I tend to see things looking for like three reasons for something to occur, three fundamental stages of growth, such as the 3 degrees, and identifying the 3 characteristics of something such as Masons. And in my travels through the fraternity, it has been experienced that there have been 3 distinctly different types of Masons, of master Masons, and in the world of Masonry, anonymous, amateur, and professional. Now I'm going to start with the anonymous Masons. These are the Masons who loyally pay the dues, but never seen in the craft lodge. they are either incapable of attending due to short cable tow and they live out of town, or they simply don't care. Or they join for notoriety of being a Mason in the hopes that it might help their professional career, or they join the order to advance to another Masonic related body, such as the Shrine, and never look back.
And wait. Hold on. I broke your stride. I had to. What do you call that first Mason you just named?
Anonymous Mason.
Anonymous Mason. All right, I like that. Anonymous Mason. Go ahead.
All right, never look back. A lot of secretaries, they're familiar with the brother, and I'm a secretary myself. When I first read it, I just started to smile because I already like experienced it and been to it. I just couldn't put a thing on it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of secretaries that are familiar with the brother's name, but can I put a face to it? The Anonymous Mason is also commonly referred to as the MIA, Missing in Action. Then you have your amateur Masons. Perhaps the better objective of this type of Mason is casual. They tend to dabble in the fraternity. For example, they may occasionally make appearances in the craft lodge, send in a donation for a word of Masonic cause, or read a book or article pertaining to the fraternity. They truly like being a Mason, but balk at making major commitments to it, such as becoming an officer or serving on a committee. They are also the first to complain when dues increase, and as proposed. I laughed at that again based on my experience.
All right.
An increase in proposed, or the lodge doesn't look quite right. Instead of becoming more active and finding out the cause of the problem of the lodge, they find it easier to grind from the sidelines, thereby disrupting harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, we have the professional Mason. In every lodge, there's a handful of brothers you can count on for leadership and tend to lend a hand when the chips are down. They are intimate with the mechanics of the lodge and the fraternity, and they do not hesitate to step forward when needed and help mentor younger and less experienced brothers so they may grow and take their place in the craft lodge of hierarchy. The professional Mason is not zealous, control freak with a huge ego, but rather is unselfish and appreciates the power of teamwork and the tenets of Freemasonry. He rightfully understands that Freemasonry is more about the overall brotherhood as opposed to the glory of a single individual. And some time ago, I described the 80-20 rule, also known as the Phylaxis principle, which is a management concept commonly found in business, whereby 80% of the work is performed by 20% of the workers. We see this not only in business, but in non-profit organizations, including Freemasonry. So do not be alarmed. This is natural. In the craft lodge, 80% of the work is performed by professional Masons, and the remaining 20% is squeezed out of the amateur and the anonymous Mason. And if this is true, the craft lodge becomes in danger if professional Masons are eliminated. And another danger is when an amateur Mason rises and is elected to the east. This type of Mason is more interested in obtaining a past master's apron than doing anything of substance. So the question arises, what kind of Mason are you? And I guess it ultimately comes down to why you joined the fraternity. And if you're truly seeking for the right, then you're on the right path. If not, you'll probably be nothing more than an amateur or anonymous Mason. And we have too many of them already in our crowd. Keep the faith.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where you got that from, but I love it. I ain't gonna even kid you. I love that, bro. You broke that down to like a science. I mean, it was like right on point, because I've often said in any jurisdiction, I don't care how big or how small, in any jurisdiction in Freemasonry, also the Order of the Eastern Star, there's only a core of people who make things click. It's a core, and you always know who they are, period. So I had a sister that asked me one time when I was Grand Master, why are you always asking the same people to do these things? I said, because I know the job is going to get done. They are dependable. I know their work. Now, if you want some of this, I can add you. But mind you, I'm going to depend on you. I can't have you saying, well, I can't. No, I need for you to be all in, all hands on deck. And there's only a core of people, be it no matter how big or small your jurisdiction is going to be. There are a core of people in your state, in your lodge, in your chapter, in your grand lodge that's going to see that everything runs accordingly. Period. And what you said was directly on point. I loved it, man. that was key.
Well, I mean, when you come down next week, I'm gonna have a copy for you. You can just have for your own personal records and files. I got it ready and reserved for you. So when you come down next week, I'm gonna have it ready for you.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. I look forward to coming down to Orlando next week. And you know what? I was trying to get my ticket changed so I can leave on Monday and not Sunday. I got to find out how much they're going to charge me for that. Cause, man, I need an extra day, bro. I need an extra day. I'm going to check that out. For real.
I understand. There's a couple brothers down there thinking the same way you think. So you're on the same page, bro. You're on the same page.
I appreciate that. Let me get back in here and see what some of the other people are saying. And we're going to continue this conversation.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace.
All right. So that brother broke down those three types of Masons, and man, he hit that with he hit that out the park. That was a home run right there. That was definitely a home run. Let me check back here and see why I missed some things at. Dealing with Wisdom Peace 1991. As I said before, different jurisdictions do it differently. That's why I can see it from your point of view. I can clearly see it from your point of view based upon your jurisdiction. They make honorary members on site. And like you said, for your jurisdiction, it is just a title. You're absolutely correct. Now, in this jurisdiction, it's not done that way. In this jurisdiction, a person who's going to become an honorary member is going to take the obligations. He's going to take them 1, 2, and 3. And he's going to walk the path. That's just how we do it. I said walk the path. All right? Now, it's a little different. For every jurisdiction does it a little differently. That's why, again, I can sit back and look at it from your point of view and absolutely agree with you 110%. It is just a title for your jurisdiction. For other jurisdictions, it's much more than that. Oh, yeah. Brother Jackson said he wants a copy too. And I'm going to definitely try to bring some of these down with me when I come. If I don't, I'm going to have some passports with me when I come. So if you want the passport along with the card decal, I'll have some of those with me when I come. So you can get those too there, bro. Greetings. How you doing, Brother Hayes? How's everything going? I appreciate you coming on. Tonight we're talking about Masons being, shucks, I got to talking to the brother and I've gotten off subject. But anyway, somebody get me back on subject real quick as far as the topic is tonight, because the brother came in burning, bro. He came in dropping that. So, shucks, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I can't, man, my mind is so far gone right now when that brother dropped that little knowledge right there. I'm like, ooh wee. And we got to talking about honor. Oh, how can Masons make a good man a better man? There you go. I appreciate that. How can Masons make a good man a better man? That is the topic for tonight. And as I said earlier, I just disagree with that. I just believe, based upon Freemasonry and the requirements to be one, we help the person who's a good man to become a Mason. We can't make him any better than he's already is or he wants to be. But we can definitely give him the tools to be the best Mason that he can be. We can definitely do that. There's no doubt about it. Depends on the jurisdictions. Every jurisdiction is not alike. Things vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. I cannot speak for all jurisdictions, but I can certainly speak for John G. Jones Grand Lodge of California, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. I can certainly speak for Hosea Lodge number 7, working up under that jurisdiction because I'm a member. So I know the criteria that is taken. I know the process that we go through. We do have a Masonic code book that we have, and we do have a constitution about. So we have those things. And those things dictate to us how things are done when a person wants to be a Mason. What is it that person go through? How do you make sure that the west gate is protected when that person is looking to become a Mason? There are those criteria that are already in place. So if you're on that committee who's going to be doing the investigation for that brother to come in, you better make damn sure you do a good job, because that brother could be a ruffian. Absolutely could be. Absolutely. Every Grand Lodge is sovereign. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I appreciate that. There's nothing complex. Absolutely. What I missed, my phone died. Well, brother, you missed that. I'll tell you, you're going to have to go back and watch and see what the brother said that called in, because he dropped some jewels. If we all died to become Master Mason, were we not bestowed the honors and rights of said degree? We were, but we're talking about an honorary Mason. That's what we're talking about. Talking about an honorary Mason tonight. I mean, totally off subject. We're talking about how do Masons make a good man a better man. Whoa, boy, you guys got me going. I'm reading the chats and I'm like all off, for real. Jeez. Yeah, you did miss that part. And I'm reading what you're saying and repeating what you're saying. Bruh, oh my goodness. Absolutely, Brother Vincent. I was all over the map for like a couple of minutes here. Definitely. But as we proceed into the Freemason, as we proceed into the degree work, we will find ourselves on a journey. Okay? The journey takes us through life in such a way to when we look back upon our journey, we're going to be that perfect ashlar. This is what I see Freemasonry doing. For me, others may see it differently, but I tell you, upon my journey as a Mason, and my 36, and my 35 years as a Mason, I can see this journey and where it takes me. And it has enlightened me upon various aspects of life. I can actually say that. Everybody want to experience what I experienced, and I can't experience what they experience. But this journey in Freemasonry is something beautiful and it's awesome. And to Brother Smith, who was just made a fellow craft Mason, congratulations. And yes, you can give me a call after we chat tonight, because as I said, as a fellow craft Mason, you're going to have everything you want in that degree. It is so open. Everything. You just walked up the winding stairs. The process is to go through the next door, the holies of holies. That's the next step. My goodness, I would imagine that your ceremonies was done, oh man, beautifully. I can imagine. So I want to say greetings to everybody who just come on. Glad to have you on today. We've been on here for about maybe an hour. And I hope, as always, that you've gotten some out of the conversation that we're having tonight. It is my hope when I do these various episodes that I'm able to give you something to build upon, to help you to become the best Mason that you can be, the best Eastern Star that you can be. And in the process, I continue to grow and to become the best Mason I can be. If you ever proclaim that you have it all, that you now have arrived, I have some sad news for you. You have not arrived yet. And that's going to be another topic. The name of that topic is going to be I Have Arrived. And I got something for you on that one. And I can clearly say, if you think that you have arrived right now, you haven't. There is so much more out there for you as you grow into Masonry. My working tools are like morals. But if you already have a good moral, it just adds on. I can agree to that. Absolutely, I can agree to that. But with those working tools, it gives you another perspective of building yourself to be that perfect ashlar. Because when you come into a lodge of Freemasonry, it is not that you are not a good man. You're already there. But with the working tools of Freemasonry and the teachings and the philosophies, that if you apply these working tools esoterically and spiritually to your journey in Freemasonry, you're working now on a temple not made by hands, because your working tools are not one that you can actually take literally and work on your body with, work on your mind with, because there lies the kingdom of heaven. You catch it on the way home. Association breeds assimilation. I would hope so. Brother Vincent, I would certainly hope so. But I found that although you may say that, there are some brothers I wish there was never a Mason, because of the disgrace that they bring to the fraternity, be them whatever race you want to give. And that's a fact. I've invited some brothers to come on the show, and they've told me, "Oh, brother, you too controversial." And I'm like, "What? Wait a minute, I'm controversial? How is that?" You know, how is that? It is my objective on this platform is to enlighten those who are and those who are not, and to make sure those who are find the lodge that they want to be a part of. I don't care if you go to international, modern, free, PHO, PHA, ancient, free, and accepted. That's not my business. But as a person, as an individual who want to see you be successful in life, as one who is a Mason, I want to see you join the best lodge for you. I want that for a sister. I want her to join the best grand chapter, best chapter for her. Because it ain't meant for everybody to be modern free. If it was, then it would only be one grand lodge, period. It would be one church only, period. That's just the way I see it, if it was meant. But it's not meant based upon the mere fact that we have multiple jurisdictions, we have multiple grand lodges, and it just fits for certain people. Where I'm at right now, for the past 30 some odd years, it fits for me. It has given me everything that I've expected from Freemasonry. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I've seen it. And I don't care what jurisdiction you go to. You're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to see it. You're going to see some brothers hating on some brothers. You're going to see some brothers like really showing what brotherly love look like. You're going to see some brothers who are treasurers in your jurisdiction, maybe even try to take some of the money out the lodge. You're going to see that. I don't care what jurisdiction you're in. That doesn't pertain to one jurisdiction. But what does pertain to a core of Freemasonry is brotherly love, relief, and truth. What is the core of Freemasonry does pertain to all of us. And yes, there is politics too in Freemasonry. It's just simple. And I want the person who's looking to be a Mason be the best Mason they can be. Because I don't want to put up this facade like, yeah, it's a big wide world brotherhood and it's great. I want to give them that, but I also want to give them the other part so they can take the scales and look at it for themselves. I want them to be able to take the scales and look at it for themselves and weigh it out. Because for me to clearly give you one part of Freemasonry or the Order of the Eastern Star, I am doing you a disjustice. Because as a Mason, I'm not giving you what you should have in this journey. I'm not giving it to you. What I'm giving you is a mirage, and that is not what I want to give to you. I want you to be able to come into the craft and enjoy every aspect of it. The travels, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. I want you to have it all. But I also want you to be cautious on your journey. That's what I want for you. So for those of you who feel that I'm controversial and you can't come on because you feel that, hey, I don't know what you're telling everybody. I don't know. I don't know why you feel that way, but I wanted to put that out. And like I said before I get ready to go, for those of you who are part of the ancient, free, and accepted Masons, regardless of your jurisdiction, and your name of your Grand Lodge is on the Phylaxis Society page, go to that group, page. They have a website called the Phylaxis Society. Go to that page, and if you see your Grand Lodge on that page, hit me up. I have some information for you, okay? That's going to be beneficiary for your jurisdiction if you choose to take the paperwork. But it's up to you. It's up to your jurisdiction. Once again, please hit me up. I got to go back and read what Brother Gilmore wrote. Sometimes they get political too. Yep, that is true. If you've been doing youth, what now do you get? Don't get me wrong. I'm just asking. I'm seeking light for myself. I don't quite get your question, Robert. I don't quite get your question, but please retype the question so I can get a much better reading of it. If you've been doing the works, maybe. Okay. Hit me. Okay. How can I join the research myself? Okay. So the question is, correct me if I'm wrong, how can you join Freemasonry? You've been doing your own research, correct? If that's correct. Brother Diamond, are you reaching out to me? You said, hey, Grand. I'm not for sure. But to the brother who just said, how can I join? Are you asking, how can you join Freemasonry because you've been doing the research yourself? You can type in there and let me know if that's correct or not. And I would need to know what state you're in, and I can assist you. You know, maybe you have your privilege, maybe you already have in mind what jurisdiction you want to join. I don't know. That would be one of my questions I would ask you. What state you're in? You know, I would also ask you, okay, what are you looking to get out of Freemasonry? I'll ask you that because I want to point you in the right direction. I agree. Not all good men are Masons, and not all Masons are good men. That is a true fact. That is absolutely true. But it takes a good man to become a Mason. Now that is what I can say. I'll get that to you in just a second. As a matter of fact, I'll get you that website. Hold on. Phylaxis Society. Hold on, I get it to you. That's not what I want. Hold on. How's everybody doing today? Let's see what I got here. Okay, this is where I want you. Nope, this is it right here. This is where I need you to go right here tonight. Okay. That's it right there. I need you to go to that website tonight. This is it right here. That is the correct spelling if you're looking for it. I need you to go to that website, look on that website, tell me if you see the name of your jurisdiction on there. And even if you don't see the name of your jurisdiction on there, please reach back out to me, email me at reach me right here, email me right here. Okay? Even if you do not see your name on the Phylaxis Society page, email me tonight or tomorrow. Okay? I certainly would appreciate it. There's something big that is happening, and it puts a smile on my face. So please go check the page out. Once again, to all the brothers of the craft, sisters of the order, I hope that you was able to get something out of this. I didn't get the opportunity to talk about the sisters too much at all today, but I will. I'll get to the sisters. You can't do anything much without the sisters being present anyway, with that being said. So I want you to enjoy your day. I want you to enjoy your evening, and I bid you in peace. Assalamu alaikum. And to those of you, I bid you in the name of Christ. Take care, enjoy yourself, and whatever you do, stay out the bushes, keep your light on. I'm out. Brother Smith, give me a call.